Good morning, everybody. How's everybody out here in YouTube land today? Folks, we're going to do something a little different again. Uh, Actually, where I'm at, I'm up here on an old graveyard here, area where I'm from, and wanted to come up here to start the video of it's really based on what I'm getting into later. I'm going to be making tombstones from scratch, and I just wanted to come up here and show y'all so many graves that don't actually have tombstones on them. And these people are lost. A lot of people don't even know who they are. And so the reason for a lot of these graves not having stones, people couldn't afford or didn't have the stuff to make them back in the day. And made it hard, really hard. Even now, modern day time, as Leo and Heather and them does their graveyard stuff, there's so many graveyards that have no stones. And that's sad. There's children, adults, all different ages that not have stones. And well, that's something I'm gonna do this week. I'm gonna make a stone for a lady, her grandparents. Uh, they don't have a stone, so I'm gonna build one, and y'all gonna come along with me if you wanna go and watch me build this thing from scratch. And I just wanted to just come up here today, kind of just show you a little bit what this graveyard looks like. I was here once before and done a video, played a song on harmonica if you remember that. And I just wanted to kind of show you today what it looked like. This old graveyard. There's so many of these graveyards like this, though. I mean, there's a lot here that does have stones, but there's so many that just have crosses. So I'm going to turn it around here and let you take a little look at it, and I'll get right back with you. So here we go. I just want to show you. Look at all the little crosses up through here that don't have stones. I know there's a gentleman down here in the hall that put these up some years ago, but there's a lot more here that don't have stones that do, actually. Some of these graves are from back late 1800s. I got a friend up there of mine. I just got a new drone. He's trying to get it in the air for me. It's Michael, good guy. We're gonna try to get some B-roll footage if we can get it in the air. So I just thought I'd do a little video today, or this morning. This is early, trying to beat the rain. We've got a rain front coming in. We'll try to beat that before it gets us. He's up there trying to get it zeroed in to get it up. But yeah, we're gonna be making a tombstone this week. Out of concrete, actually. And I'll be doing the engraving and all that. And just wanted to bring you up here to show you this old graveyard and show you why a lot of the reasons I make these. I've made probably, I don't know, 45 or 50 of these through the years for people. Are we having minor malfunctions, bro?
I'm trying to get this third light to stop blinking, but it won't. And I keep on turning it.
Well, we didn't get the drone going, did we, bub?
No, unfortunately we didn't, buddy. I'm sorry about that.
Are you going to work on it? We're going to try to get that thing going.
I'm gonna try to get that thing calibrated and going. Mess around a little bit more with it so that once we come back out here, man, we got some good drone footage for everybody, and they can see the great videos and better content.
Yeah, I'm not a drone person. I got a helicopter one time and crashed it. Not a real one.
Oh, good thing. Good thing. Pile it down. We don't need a man down.
This is Michael Overstreet,
Nice to meet y'all,
folks,
Mike.
and he's a neighbor of mine, and he's a military guy. He's been in the military several years. So
Yes, sir. I served
sure,
9 years in the
thank
U.S.
you so
Army.
much for your service. I'm sure they do out here also.
Thank you. Thank
So let's walk a little bit.
you. Yes, sir.
You know, this video that I'm doing, Michael, is like I said, I was making some tombstones. Been doing them for years,
Mm-hmm.
off and on, and I just wanted to kind of show the folks what it looked like at a graveyard that don't have stones, and a lot of them do. But you see a lot of crosses out there, man.
Yeah.
It's not
That doesn't have a name
don't
or
have a name
anything.
on them. But somebody does they do take care of. They cut this regularly every year, as you can tell. It's been taken care of. But
That's good.
there's just so many people here that's forgotten.
And it says a lot about you, Mr. Danny, for you to come up here and to want to make a video and show people about these the cemetery, because these people, they're gone and no one remembers them, and yet you come up here and you're trying to bring them back to life in a special way.
Yeah, I come up here and played them a song one day on a harmonica.
Wow,
So
man,
folks like that. But yeah, these stones that I make is goes to a lot of these graveyards that there's not. It's been mostly family and people I know.
mm-hmm.
That I've done them for, but a lot of people can't afford a stone. Them stones are very very expensive to be done, and also these stones that you make, a lot of graveyards don't allow you to put these homemade stones in them.
Really,
Yeah,
I learned something new now.
yeah. If it's a certain type of cemetery, you can't put a homemade stone in it. You have to use a actual
Stone that's
that's
been
been made by a
professionally
company,
made.
professionally
Yeah,
made. Yeah.
got it.
So a lot of these old country graveyards,
That's what they were used to doing.
that's what you have mostly. The old country style, rocks. Sometimes just rocks and graves is all.
When hard times fall on us, you got to do what you got to do.
Right. And even these days, people a lot of times can't afford them. I got family members myself that I've made stones for that they couldn't afford a stone for their family member, and that's sad.
It is. It is
You
sad.
know. And what happens is they'll put a metal marker, stick it in the ground, and say 4 or 5 years down the road, people cleaning graves off and mowing and stuff, that plate falls down, and first thing you know, that grave's sitting there and there's not no kind
Nothing.
of a marker on it. Nobody knows who they are 10 years down the road.
And I was thinking about on the ride up here. I was like, bet you some of these graves it doesn't have a name and stuff like that. You don't know who they are. You wouldn't know who to get a hold of to find out who it is and
Right.
who's there. But man, it just
And
it's
we don't think about that either. We go through our daily lives,
life
and
and
even our loved ones, that die. A lot of times, many years before, a lot of people goes and visits, but some don't. But you've got a little brother that passed
yes,
away,
sir.
didn't
Yes,
you?
Mr. Dan. Yeah,
Yeah.
I actually went to go see him on the anniversary of his death, and they cut down the tree that was next to his grave. So it took me a while to find his grave site because I was just used to that being the marker for me.
Right.
Go to the tree, look a little bit to the left, and it's right there. They took the root and everything out. So
Oh no.
I was like, well,
No.
I hope I'm in the right place still, but I'm glad I found it.
Well, Michael, we'll go try to get off this hill. I think we got some rain coming. Don't you think?
Yeah, but these followers got great grown drone footage coming soon too. I guarantee you that.
Okay. Well, they're gonna hold you to that, Michael.
Yes,
You
sir.
know that, don't you?
And we gonna have it, guarantee.
Yeah, I want to do something a little different. I didn't have a drone. I got one for my birthday, and even got it. Ain't even opened the box yet. And we're having trouble for what stabilization,
The calibration of it, the
calibration.
calibration and the gyroscope and the GPS of it.
Yeah.
But once I get it home,
So we didn't want to try to send it up without calibration, and we don't want to end up in the next county and it
over in
don't come
Yeager
back, right?
somewhere. Yeah, buddy, what's this? Found me something new.
All right, folks, we're gonna get out of here and try to get off this hill. I done backed into a tree with my truck, so.
I'm a bad ground guy.
All right, Michael, let's get off this hill. What do you think?
Thank you, Mr. Danny. I appreciate it, bud.
All
Let's
right,
get off here.
folks. Thank you for coming by, and we're gonna go see if we can make a tombstone. What y'all think?
Sounds good.
Hey, folks. Well, we're doing a little something different today. But this morning I went turkey filming. Did do pretty good, I guess. But we're gonna do something else now. Uh, we're gonna build a tombstone. That's what I said. We're gonna make a tombstone. Sometimes I make tombstones for people. A lot of times there's graves that don't have stones. I know Leo does some stuff for people and places that they don't have tombstones. They make little rocks and stuff and paint them. That's really really nice. I like that. But today we're going to be making a tombstone out of concrete and be engraving it later. But we're going to start it from scratch. So if you want to ride along with us there as we build this thing, so I'm going to turn the camera around, let you see the form here and what it looks like, and then we're going to get started mixing some cement. What do y'all think? All right, here we go. Y'all buckle up. Okay, here's the form. I built this form out of, as you can see, 2x4s and plywood. I've got what them are is cut off roof bolts. If y'all know what a roof bolt is, it's roof bolts they use to hold up the roof in the coal mines. But I carved this out here in the top, oval type, to make the shape of a tombstone. What we do, we mix cement and pour that in there, let it set up, let it partially set up, and do the engraving and stuff. So we'll go ahead and start mixing and pour this thing. We'll see if we can get this thing done today. But the steel rods in there, of course, I know most of you already know it's for reinforcement. And you probably can't see it, but there's fishing line going up to the top, holding it up off the bottom about 2 inches. So it'll have the reinforcement in the center of the concrete. This seems to work real well. I've been doing this now for probably 30 years off and on. I've done 30 or 40 of them. Not a whole lot, but I've done a few. But yeah, I built this form myself out of plywood, 2x4s. But we'll go ahead and mix up some cement. We'll get out here and start mixing this cement. I got a wheelbarrow right here and got cement. Boy, it's hot out here. It's about 90, I believe. Go ahead and set up here and we'll start mixing this cement. What we do is we mix for 1 bag of this cement. This is a 94-pound Portland is what this is. And it's right at 21 shovels of sand to a bag, but it don't use a whole bag to do a stone. It takes about a half a bag. So we'll be doing 10 shovels of sand, 11 to a half a bag of cement. So let's get started and we'll see if we can get this poured and start setting up and start working on it. All right, let's get to it. Well, hello, y'all. I guess y'all wondering, is you supposed to mix the cement? Well, I was starting to, but got there's a whole bag of cement, which you only use half a bag for what I want to do, 10 shovels of sand, right? But I poured the half a bag of cement in there and started pouring the sand, shoveling the sand in. Guess what? Well, it's got rocks in it. The hardware store where I bought it said, this play sand don't have rocks in it. Well, it does have rocks in it. And I can't use the sand with rocks in it because when it sets up, when you start to engrave, first thing you know, you'll go over a rock and you'll pull out a rock and there'll be a hole there. So it's got to be very clean sand. So I'm going somewhere else where you can buy it by the bucket. And that's where I usually get it at. But my luck, they're going to want to sell it to me by a ton, and I don't need a ton. But we may get this thing poured today. I don't know. But what I done with the excess, I just mixed up what we had there, that half, and dug me 2 gate post holes and filled it, set them. Was almost what I need to do anyway. So it wasn't a waste. So I'm on my way to get this sand. So we hope we can get it because it is hot out here today. It's 88 on my truck right here outside. So I don't know. dodge these people down through here and see if we can get 3 buckets of sand. Boy, it's bad, ain't it? Can't find clean sand nowhere. All right, let's see if we can get this done. Well, guess what, y'all? They won't sell it by the bucket. These people won't. Said, we'll sell it to you by a ton. I said, I don't need a ton. He said, I'm sorry, that's all we do. I said, well, I guess I'm going to have to go down the road somewhere else. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going down the road somewhere else. This is getting kind of a hard deal right here, ain't it? Oh. Yeah, by the way, it's all good. It'll come out in the wash. My mama used to say. I got to just travel another, I don't know, 8 miles to get to this other spot. Hopefully they'll sell me a couple buckets of sand. I don't need a ton of sand. I don't need to build a concrete porch. All I need is to pour a 30-inch by 19-inch, 4-inch thick slab of concrete. That's all. And here they want them to sell me a ton of sand. Now, if I have to take this play sand and run it through a screen, I don't have a screen. Oh, it's getting to be fun now, ain't it? But anyway, hey everybody, I just want to thank y'all for supporting my channel, and I've got up to date, I think 765 subscribers. I'm headed toward that 1,000, slowly but surely. I just want to thank y'all for subscribing, and commenting on the channel. And I'm trying to do some different things for you, so you ain't seeing the same old stuff all the time. So this is different. So yeah, these tombstones, I've been doing them for years off and on. A lot of them for folks that, couldn't afford a tombstone, and some of them for folks that, don't have one. I'm doing this for a girl that her grandparents don't have a stone, and we're putting both of their names on the same stone where they're buried right side by side. So we're gonna get this done. We'll get this done if it's dark getting it done. All right, we'll go down here and see what happens down here in this other part of the county. All right, get back with you. Well, get ready to start filling it up now. Got the cement mixed. Hopefully it's enough. It's usually what it takes. Gotta make sure that these bars are straight. That helps strengthen it so they don't break as easy. Finally got the sand. Man, it act of Congress just to get sand. Well, y'all, it is poured. Now I just got to wait for about an hour or two for it to set up some, and then I can start putting the engravings in it, the words and the letters. And first I'll be putting a cross right there, about 6 or 8 inches from the top, or back down this way a little bit, be a cross, and then the information be below it. Like I said, it's 19 inches wide, and it is about 30 inches in height. About 4 to 5 to 6 inches goes in the ground in concrete. You dig you out a spot there, the width of this, about 8 inches deep, and you pour some quickcrete in it, and set it down in there, and usually a level to level it up to make sure it's not crooked, and you're good to go. So we'll let. Okay, this is how I put the cross in while it's still kind of wet. Press it in real good. And then it in good. You gotta do this before it starts setting up enough to do the engraving, so it'll mash in good. See there, right in there. It's pretty straight. All right, let's set up a little more there, and we'll start doing some engraving with the names and dates. All right. Yeah, I've got it all etched in now. Just making it go deeper. In. Hard to do is freehanded, and getting it etched in before it sets up to where you can't do it. This brush will brush in that loose stuff out of the letters. And once this all sets up good, paint the letters in. I think the letter's going to be black and the cross is going to be gold color. Be a nice stone though. Well, here's the end result to it. It's all painted. It's got to set up some more. It's still not dry completely through. After it sets up a few days, I'll take it out of the wooden form, set it up, and kind of sand around the rough edges a little bit, and put some sealer on it to keep the paint sealed in, and be ready to put in the ground where it needs to go. Alrighty. Well, we got that done, didn't we? We struggled a little bit. We got it done. So it's pretty much the way I do that. And I know there's a lot of other ways of doing it, but that's the way we do it, the way I've done it. A lot of people, you know, as I went to this graveyard that you've seen, there's so many graves. They don't even have a stone, don't hardly even have a rock. They're just sunken place in the ground. Just people forgotten from in time. Many, many, many places like that. I know Leo and Heather covers a lot of graveyards, and so many people don't even have a stone or have a marker or anything. But I do a whole lot of stones like that for people. But this particular stone's for a friend of mine and for a grandma and grandpa there. And so we're going to go ahead and close this out today. And I thank y'all so much for coming along with me. This is Appalachian Roots with Dan. See you on the next one. See y'all.